recording.
Man, I'm like nervous.
Oh shit, here it is. Coming through. Post. Oh.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
be going up. Oh, we're live. We are live.
Yeah. Welcome. We're back. Wow.
Wow, bro.
Wow. Yo, that looks
Oh, there.
dope.
I just got my notification here.
Yeah. Yo, should we start like a watch party?
Yeah, dude, looks solid. I mean, let's share it to groups, but maybe not a watch party. We can just.
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna share on my page now.
I'm sharing on mine too.
If you're joining the video, hello, welcome. We're just sharing this around and then we're gonna start talking about some stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DJ's Quarantine Podcast.
DJs. That's what we should have called it. DJs.
DJ.
We should have called it DJ's Quarantine Podcast.
Dude, it's been so long. It's been fucking... What has it been? Like a year and a half? Like 16 months?
Just about, bro.
It's
Like,
crazy.
It's been a minute.
I wonder if people remember us.
I know, right? maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah, we should. All right,
you go first?
I'll go first. Have you shared it around? Should we get started?
Yeah. I shared it on my Facebook and stuff.
Yep.
So,
hello to anybody that's watching. This is DJ's Corner Podcast. I'm Ian Hiscock. Work for V2. Work for Sky. I have my record label Nova Lotus. Used to go by Atrophia. Most of you guys that are watching probably know me. Hopefully you guys remember what me and Ryan used to do here. It's been a while though. I think our last one was November 2018.
Yeah. We took a long...
It doesn't feel like that long.
Yeah, it was a minute, but I mean, whatever, it is what it is. We had a good reason for taking a break.
We did.
So, yeah, man.
Intro yourself.
Yeah, I'll introduce myself. I am Ryan, or most of you know me as Bangarang, DJ Bangarang, Uncle Bang.
Uncle Bang.
Tio.
What was that?
I said Tequila Tio.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that
one. But before and still, I was working for U92, Mix 105.1 Broadway Media, resident Sky SLC, RSL DJ, University of Utah DJ, and just recently I got with Salt Lake DJ and Production. Shout out Derek, Mezra, Tyson, and the rest of the fam over there. And now we're podcasting.
We are podcasting. We stopped. The reason we kind of stopped back in 2018 was because we both just got really busy. It was kind of hard to keep up a weekly thing, but while we were going, we did it every week pretty much, and we had a lot of cool guests. Like Slander was one of our first episodes.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good one. And then we did like Blau, Yoltron, Decadon, some open format guys as well. Like who do we have? Icon, Joe Maz.
Yeah, Icon, Joe Maz. Like we had some homies. Like we had a lot of homies come through, and we're gonna do that again.
Yeah. Now that we got nothing but time on our hands, it's just a little different here with our home studio. Oh.
So, ta-da.
Got my plants, my friends right here.
I'm still working on getting mine, bro.
You gotta get some plants, man. Plants are key.
You and Matt both are like, yo, get some plants.
Dude,
some plants.
Matt's got plants.
Like plants for... We need to get him on this.
We were going to like the first time, and then he postponed on us like over and over again, right?
Yeah, I really just think he didn't want to tell us no. Like he was like, yeah, for sure. Oh, I got something coming up. Man. I got something coming up.
And then we just like proceeded to talk shit on him every episode after that. Like.
Yeah. So that's probably why he never ended up coming.
So Salt Lake DJ and production, we had Derek on. What was that? Like episode 27. I think that was just the second to last one before we stopped.
Yeah.
This is our first time ever live streaming it too, so this is like a whole new.
Yeah.
Whole new.
It's
world.
Cool.
It is cool.
It's cool, man.
We'll be uploading on Monday, right? We'll upload to Apple Music and Spotify, or not Apple Music, iTunes podcast.
Yeah, iTunes and Spotify. Hopefully Monday. That is the plan, but I don't. That is the plan. Monday.
That is the Monday.
The plan. It will be up on Monday. It will be up on Monday. Ian just gave me that look. He shot me a message in the chat in the private chat. Yeah. Look here. It will be up here. On Monday. Yeah, so I mean let's just hop into it. Coronavirus, bro. Like coronavirus.
Oh my god.
Coronavirus.
Changing the world. Changing the music industry, changing our lives a lot.
My goodness. I remember when it was first being talked about, and it was kind of like, all right, like it's cool. Like we had SARS a couple years back, and you know what I'm saying? Like
it was like, it's kind of scary, but like we'll get through it.
Exactly. And then next thing you know, like China shut down, and China don't shut down for nothing. Like, China don't shut down for nothing, bro. And I think it didn't really hit me until it was my last weekend of DJing, and like Salt Lake City had just put the stay in place order, and I had just boarded my flight to go to Idaho. And that's when it really hit me. It was like, damn, like
was that the weekend of like March 5th or something, like right before Get Lucky?
Yeah, it was the same weekend as Get Lucky.
Oh, okay.
It was the very same weekend as Get Lucky. Like, yeah, it was yeah, and it's been kind of strange, bro.
So you were in an airport that weekend. I'm sure everyone was being sketchy and kind of like wearing masks and starting to get weird about it, right?
Actually, you know what? No, like I was at that time I was the only person in the airport with a mask on, and people were looking at me. And I'm like, yo, like y'all don't care. Like it was nice. I got a free upgrade because nobody was really flying. Like it was fantastic. First class on that 45-minute flight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, literally just like up and down. But it was different. So yeah, and since it's happened, I've been kind of grateful for it. And I'm explaining because I know a bunch of people are like, yo, like what the hell, bro? Like everybody's like, people have lost their jobs, but I kind of feel like we've all lost our jobs. Like we're all like screwed. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like yeah, we're all in this together. So like, might as well make the best of it and try to pick up a new habit or a new hobby or something. And that's like because there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, that's where I'm with you for sure. Like it's obviously it's not like a cool thing going on, people dying and stuff, but the fact that like the entire world is just on pause right now, when right before this we were all in this place where like everyone's just like working so hard, stressed out. I feel like we had hit this like peak of like stress and anxiety, and now it's kind of like this like break for everybody to reevaluate what they want to do with their lives and with their time and for work, and gives people a chance to maybe, like you said, pursue some new things and stuff like that.
So how has it affected you personally?
Well, I work for V2, and I just had something pop up on my screen. Sorry. Work for V2 and Sky, live events, nightlife. So we don't have any events, so I haven't been doing much. I've been chilling at home.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of rescheduling shows. That's basically what my job has consisted of the past few weeks, just rescheduling all our Sky shows and doing refunds for people who can't make the rescheduled dates and stuff like that. But on the bright side, it's opened up a lot of time for me to work on my label, for me to do this with you again. I'm super grateful for that because this has always been a good time. I've been working on a lot of music of my own in my free time. And just, staying positive like I do. Making the best out of a weird situation.
That's good, man. That's good. That's good. I like that, bro.
And you too, man. You're a DJ. You DJ all the time. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not doing it, but it's it's like I said, I there's literally nothing we can do about it. So I'm personally I'm focused on the long term, and I wish, well, I want a lot of people to really focus on that too, like focus towards the end goal. It's like now is the time to really I've really tried to dive headfirst into production and stuff,
It's
like great. Just because it's something that I've wanted to try and I've wanted to do it for so long, and I think people just need to be doing that and trying to keep busy and like staying off of Facebook, unless of course you're streaming us. I think long term, this is kind of a good thing. Only because somewhat, and this is just the optimist in me. I know a lot of people are like, yo, like this dude is garbage, but I really think that now the power is going back to the creators, because there's nothing for these influencers to do,
True.
like these people who buy all these likes and hang out all these places and do all these things. Like there's nothing for them to do or nothing for them to post. Meanwhile, you have your creators who have been creating since, what I'm saying, whatever. People are looking to be stimulated, at least I feel like, like people want something to digest. Consumable,
not some fake content. Not some like fake shit, some real
shit. Exactly. And I think this, like, for the industry as a whole, is really separating the real from the fake,
Yes.
Like, how many artists have you seen out there like putting out stuff, and how many artists have you seen not putting out anything? It's do you really do this or do you not do it?
Yeah.
I feel like coronavirus is really helping us like sort that out, like who is and who's not,
Right. That was one of my first thoughts when all this went down. Was I think it's really gonna like weed out artists who have built, not just artists, but like any brand, I guess, like any brand that's been built upon like hype or just like fake, like kind of shit that doesn't really matter. Shit that's not like real. It's gonna like filter those out and make room for like some real art, some real like meaning to come through. And then on a bigger picture, like worldwide, I think it's making us all kind of become more like humane people. Like we, care about humanity a little bit more.
Absolutely. I would agree with you 1000%. Like people are more like, hey, how you doing? Just checking in on their homies and stuff, I mean, we should be doing that stuff normally, but obviously we all get busy. But now that we all have this time off, like you said, it has made the world like a more humane place, and people are like, yo, like, how you doing? Like, let me check in. Yeah.
People like reconnecting with like what's truly important and not like fake shit as much.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. So, yeah, man. Wow. I just can't believe it. Like we're doing this and we back. So
what's been like the hardest thing for you, like being quarantined, I guess? What's been like the hardest, maybe aside from like the fact that you can't play shows, like just personally, like what's been hard for you?
The hardest thing for me would probably be getting on a schedule. Like if I'm gonna be real, bro, like once I was like, all right, bro, like you're not working, and then like my hours got reduced at the radio station, so it's like reduced, bro.
Like reduced.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, we're all going through it. So like the first couple of weeks, it was just like, all right, bet. Like I'm a chill. I'm a relax. I'm a turn up. So, but
Drinking
then
in the morning.
I mean, definitely, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Um, but it's been hard to get on a sleep schedule, and it's been hard to. I've been keeping myself accountable like the past week and a half, but for like a week and a half, it was like the adjustment period was, trying to make sure I'm staying up, but then being in bed by like 3 so I can wake up at like 9 the next morning, instead of sleeping till 2. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
For
What
me,
about you, bro?
it's like I've been good on like a sleeping schedule. I've actually been more on a normal sleeping schedule now because I'm not going to I'm not out at shows, till 3 in the morning
Yeah.
on Wednesdays like I usually am.
Uh-huh.
But so I'm like on a normal sleeping schedule, but it's been hard to stay as productive, I guess, without like some kind of structure, like not going to an office to work and not like having things to do. So I've been like creating more structure myself. But I've
Yeah.
also always worked from home for the last I've like half worked from home for the last several years, so it's pretty cool. Like I revamped my space and I'm digging my home studio, my home setup.
That's good, man.
But challenge wise, I've been eating a lot, man. Definitely put on a few quarantine pounds.
He said quarantine pounds. Yo, pretty soon Ian's logo is gonna be a panda bear, bro. I'm just kidding.
Just like, bloop.
I'm gonna start
Oh
calling you
man.
Kung Fu Panda.
Hey, I'm not quite there yet.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that was a dick move.
Oh, by the way, if anyone's commenting right now or anything, like we're gonna take some time at the end of this to respond to comments and like chat with everyone. But for now, we're just kind of doing our thing.
Yes, so please drop your questions and your comments and stick with us throughout it because we will answer most of those, or some of those, or maybe all of them.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, so I want to know your thoughts on this. Like locally, how do you feel like what's going down is gonna what are your thoughts? Do you think that we're gonna be back in June and clubs are gonna be wide open, or clubs and bars and restaurants will be wide open? Do you think we'll be pushed back to August? Like what is your opinion on it? And when we come back, what do you think people are? Do you think people are gonna rush back? That's like a loaded question. I should have thought that out. Like but like,
I got it.
like I'm curious,
Yeah, good question. So, I mean, it's pretty hard to say right now. It all depends. Like, we're fortunate that we're in a state where it's less populated. Cases aren't like nearly as bad as they are in some bigger states. I'm not like a health person, so whatever. But like Utah's less populated, so that's a good thing. I think we'll be back to back to approaching normal like sooner than a lot of other places in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I still do think like anyone who thinks it's gonna be May 1st, I think no way.
Yeah.
Not a chance, And I think I think like stores and restaurants might open up, but like clubs and venues and concerts are gonna take longer, and then festivals are gonna take even longer. I actually was reading that thing, that plan for the next several months. I don't know if you saw that from the White House or from fucking Trump. About just like the phases and how the governors of each state will kind of transition into the next phase after like certain things are met.
Yeah.
And it was saying how like bars are going to be one of the last things to open, and then when bars do open, they're going to reduce standing room and have people try to be at tables to like maintain the social distancing. And I think there's probably a good chance that things will open back up, and then maybe need to be like to go backwards if people do like rush out, like you said.
Yeah.
They might need to like go back to some stricter things because people are going to be too eager to get out there and like get up in each other's faces again and start spreading it. But hopefully not. I mean, I think like venues and everything when they do open are going to have some stricter guidelines. Like I think when when they first open, venues might have to reduce capacity and like
Mm-hmm.
make people wear masks and stuff. But that's like kind of weird because do you want to go to a club if you like have to stand 6 feet away from someone and shit
Bro,
like that?
how are creepy guys gonna handle that, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
they
how
can
are the
stay away,
guys?
man. It's
Yo,
good. Get rid of them.
how are the guys that? Although I miss nightclubs.
Maybe too, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of anyone, but I miss it all. No, that's an interesting point, and I agree with you. May 1st is not gonna happen, so y'all can forget that.
I think
Like,
July is like, you know, it's not just going to be an on and off thing. Like, it's not just going to go back to normal. It's going to be a
yeah,
progression. But I think throughout May, throughout June, it's going to slowly start.
yeah.
Hopefully,
Like
opening back up.
because I heard something, and they said that, and I say they. Like, I don't know who they is. This is second party information from my lovely wife.
Yeah, don't take any health advice from me or Ryan
Yeah,
because like we don't. We're just
yeah.
fucking,
Please don't.
we
We are
just work in
not.
the music industry.
Yeah, we're DJs and producers. We are not health officials, so please. But it they're expecting another round of or another flare up to happen at the beginning of fall and winter next year, and I
Right.
kind of believe it. Like, I think we're gonna get it under control, and people are just gonna go crazy,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna be right back. But
Yeah.
it won't be for as long, because by then, hopefully,
Have some kind of like preventative vaccine or something.
yeah. So, but I also feel like with everything that's going on, this is forcing the industry to evolve a little bit.
Adapt for sure.
And I like I like seeing all the DJs on live streaming. I like seeing all the DJs on Twitch. Like, I like seeing like all the DJs really connecting with their fans and stuff,
Right.
Um so yeah.
And I
Um
think that's gonna be like, you know, people are gonna have to think of some creative ways to adapt to this, like truly adapt, like because live streaming's like the hype right now, like
uh-huh.
everyone's live streaming, but how long are people? None of the artists are getting paid for this, and like
Right.
how long will artists just keep live streaming? Before it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point? I think we're gonna slowly transition into a way for people to get paid for their live streams eventually.
I think But you know what? I think that'll happen a lot sooner than you think, because if I'm an artist and I'm like putting out my original music, I can do that. I can, as an artist. I mean, and this is, you can pay, or somebody can pay you to like watch, to be on their live stream. You can sponsor your live stream. Like, no one's gonna tell you like you can, but once again, like, it don't, with the fine line with that though is it has to be original music, because
Right.
at that point you're making money
You're gonna
off
run
of
into
someone.
some problems there.
Exactly. Like, if you're playing Travis Scott's music in your mix, you're gonna have to pay Travis Scott some of that advertising money you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Um, but yeah, I think you are right. We're gonna find a way to monetize. Like, there are people doing like OnlyFans and stuff, right? Or Patreon. Like, I saw someone doing a Patreon. But anyway, we can get to that later.
We'll get to that.
Um,
But so right now, I don't know if you've seen like the Digital Mirage, like all these live stream festivals that are happening in like the EDM side of things. At least there was this one called Digital Mirage, hosted by the channel Proximity, which has like 6 million subscribers or something.
uh-huh.
And it's just like a series. It was like a lineup, like a festival lineup, but a series of these artists playing from their home studios. And it was a charity, and they raised like 200 grand or some ridiculous amount. So I think like charity's great and everything, but I think as we continue in quarantine, like those artists deserve to get that money themselves, Like not to knock on charity at all, but like artists need to be paid themselves, especially if this is the way things are going to go for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to that. Like, I think we will get to that point, because it's music festivals are a whiles away. But at the same time, though, like artists also have streaming too, like streaming income. People are inside listening to music too.
Yes.
But yeah, it's I guess it really just depends on the artist, huh?
Yeah. I mean, for even artists making tons of their own music, like the streaming is still like just a small portion of their income. It's it's all touring,
Yeah,
and then for open format artists, like we were talking about yesterday, like touring's like basically 100% of
yeah.
the income.
I mean, unless you have like a bunch of unless you have your hands in other things, and that's something that I've always done. And in this situation, it's helped me. And I always tell anybody, it's good to have most your eggs in one basket, but you should still have like a couple of things on the side that
Oh, for
that'll
sure.
that'll take care of you. And with that being said, I you're right. Like it's as a DJ, it's as a let's say as a DJ, as a club DJ, and not like an artist DJ quite yet. It's it was a little bit harder, but I also feel like the live streams have helped a lot
Mm-hmm.
because the clubs have adapted by allowing us DJs to take over their live streams and go live
Yeah.
from their Instagram. Like we do it on Sky on Saturdays and Sundays. Check
V2
us out
does it
on
on Thursdays as well.
Oh yeah, and Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and Sundays. Check out the Sky Instagram. Um, but clubs doing that, I've seen a lot more open format DJs transitioning to that, and then as a way to like make money on the side, what they're doing is dropping their Venmo and stuff, asking
Right.
people if they want to, if
And
they would like to. Sorry, go ahead.
I think that works pretty well. Like, especially,
Yeah,
I don't know if you like use Twitch that much, but Twitch is like you definitely should use Twitch and start getting in that community more because people on Twitch are like more accustomed to tipping and like paying the people they're watching because that's kind of the community there.
yeah,
So I think like the tipping thing, dropping the Venmo,
hmm,
potentially has the potential to work,
yeah,
make a little bit of money at least.
yeah, for sure. I I'm getting on Twitch. I actually I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to ask you, what do you think are some of the best options for live streaming?
I think Twitch is like number one for sure. I think we should actually, when doing this stream right now, like I think we should transition this over to Twitch like pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because um, there's just like a lot of you can customize your channel and make it look really cool. People can
Hmm.
follow you, but then they can also subscribe to you for like $5 a month if they really support you, and then you get a portion of that. So it's really cool for setting it up for people to like
Or creators.
get like financial support on there. Not that money's like everything, but like artists who do art for a living got to make money somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
I think Twitch is the move for sure because like Facebook's cool if you're doing something like this. It works. It gets the word out to a lot of the people that follow you probably faster than any other platform. But like if you're DJing, it's gonna pause you,
Hmm.
take your videos down all the time. Whereas like Twitch won't interrupt your live stream. If you play a copyrighted song, they'll just mute it after the live stream's over. So if you're DJing on Twitch, nothing's gonna interrupt your stream while you're streaming. So that's good for like DJs.
Oh, that's dope. So it'll just
It'll
mute
mute
that
it
part.
afterwards, but like while you're streaming, you're good to go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then like YouTube's pretty good too, but
Hmm.
YouTube doesn't really like push it out for people to watch as well.
Yeah.
Um, Instagram's cool for like if you're just doing it from your phone,
Yeah.
because it's more like people like hop into an Instagram stream for a second and like comment and then bounce out,
Yeah. I love
stick around.
Instagram.
Yeah,
I
we all love
Instagram is my
Instagram
personal favorite,
for
even though it's the
streaming or just for
hardest.
social media in general.
Well, for streaming, and the only reason why I say that is I like how I feel like it's more personable. You know
I get that.
that's literally like it's a pain in the ass every other like in every other aspect when it comes to streaming. But besides the fact is it's right there and everybody's already on it. So people pop in, blah blah blah. I like having a nice chat room,
Yeah.
like just talking shit in the chat room.
No, for sure, it is great for that reason. It's like intimate, kind of personal. You can't have like the layout like we have with the two screens and like the stuff like that. It's,
yeah,
um,
yeah, absolutely, bro, absolutely. So yeah, man. Oh man, I can't stop smiling.
It's been a while. Should we look at some comments real quick? See.
It's been a while. Yeah, we got a lot of homies in the building right now.
Oh,
A lot of people. If
people
you
be
guys could
commenting.
share,
Yeah,
please.
share the videos.
So,
What up, Jason? What up, Matt? Timmy?
yo, what up, Steve?
Schuster, McLean, Christian.
Frondo.
Yo, yo. Damn, we've been
Sage
going
was
for
good.
30 minutes already? Woohoo!
We haven't been kicked off. It's because we're not playing music.
Not playing music. Original content.
It's original content. Oh man. So what do you think people should be doing right now? If people have been just at home, just kind of chilling, or just DJs and producers is what I mean. Like, what should DJs and producers be doing right now? What are your thoughts? Like, what if I'm an upcoming DJ and producer? What should I be doing?
Um, this kind of goes back to the theme of what we've like always talked about in this podcast. But that's
Right.
like what can you do to like be different from what
Yeah.
everyone else is doing, you know? So like if everyone's just on Twitch like DJing in their room, like what can you do to make your room look cooler than everyone? What can you do in your set to make it a little more unique and fresh than everyone else? Like
Yeah.
wear a costume, I don't know, wear like a kind of wish Jersey had put on his like Jersey costume like he did ours,
Yeah. Yeah, that was a yeah.
But now
Yeah,
he had a
Jersey
good setup.
was dope.
Crespo had a really good setup too.
Yeah.
Shout out to ATL last night on our V2 one. I don't know if you caught that, but he had a green screen with like visuals. It looked great. It's so solid.
A lot of people have been using those.
Yeah. It looks super legit.
So I might invest in one of those. I've been investing in like a little bit of equipment.
That's
Like
good.
just not expensive stuff, but stuff to make my live streams a little bit more better. Because like you said, you got to be different like with your live stream. So like I've bought a few things here and there to make it more cleaner and more tighter and stuff.
For
I
sure.
think that helps a lot.
Yeah, I think also, like. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if people have like talents specifically, you know,
yeah,
don't try to be like everyone else live stream. Try to like use whatever you're really good at to like stand out.
For sure.
Like I'm gonna start doing some live streams here of me like producing, playing piano because that's every time I start a song, I start like playing piano, and
really?
a lot of producers don't produce like that, so that's like a unique thing that I can do. You know, I'm not like the only one who plays piano, but it's not as common for producers to play piano, so
yeah,
stuff like that.
That's cool, bro.
And then I think we're gonna see like Patreon, like you mentioned Patreon. I think we're gonna see a lot more people start using that to help with like financial support, and I think a lot of artists are also gonna start mentoring or teaching more to make some money on the side.
Oh yeah. I think those are all good ways. Are all good things that people should be doing right now, especially given the climate.
Mm-hmm.
I also think people should be, at least on the open format, like club DJ side of things. I think people need to be really kind of, now is your one time to really clean up your Serato library, or now is your one time to really kind of figure out what your brand is. If you really are like serious about this DJ thing, you know what I'm saying? Like now is your one opportunity to take some time to really sit down and think about, all right, what do I want to do, and how do I want to get there long term? What do I want to just continue to keep doing these clubs, or if I want to reach out to these clubs when we come back, how do we do this? You know what I'm saying? Blase blah ABC. But I mean, obviously not everybody's gonna do it,
Like, what can you
but
do to position yourself in a better place for when things get back to normal, to be ahead of the curve, kind of?
essentially, yeah. Because I mean, everybody's live streaming, bro. Like, I'm sorry,
It's
like, don't get me
becoming
wrong.
very saturated right now, for sure.
Yeah, and it's all good. I love it. I think it's great seeing all these DJs and stuff, but I feel like there's more that people can be doing besides live streaming,
Right.
Like, anybody and everybody can live stream, but I think now is the time to really, like, kind of like what Steen just commented, is to interact with our listeners, or
Right.
interact with your fans, or like
Viewer
even just,
interaction's key.
yeah, and just kind of have, um just connect with your people essentially on social media, is what
Right.
I'm getting at, and post different types of content, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know
Get creative with it. Like,
yeah.
there's an artist that was gonna play "Get Lucky" for us, who goes by Jana. It's spelled JVNA. Her
Hmm.
name's Jana, and she was a big Twitch streamer like before all this went down. So she was a perfect position to just start doing this. But she'll straight up do like a 24-hour stream on Twitch where she DJs part of it, and then she like cooks dinner and just like hangs out with her people watching, and then she'll like play piano or play video games and just like live her life basically, but on a stream.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty dope. It's
Yeah.
different
No,
from most people.
no, exactly. Like, that's the type of stuff. I had a conversation with Valentino Khan a few weeks back, and he said something similar to that, because he's hilarious on social media, and he was basically like, yo, your social media should be an extension of you as a person, not the artist, as a
Right.
person. And I think now is what people should be taking advantage, like, basically not exposing yourself, but really
Showing your
talking
true
about,
colors.
yeah,
Not putting
yeah,
up a front as much, being more authentic kind of thing.
exactly. Like, that's exactly it, because nobody's working, so you don't need to impress anybody. You don't need to do all this, like, I'm DJing here, or I'm doing this, blah blah blah. I'm with so and so celebrity. Like, nah, now is not the time for that. Now, as creators and producers and DJs, we should be putting out content that people can consume, and that's gonna really, um,
Connect
uh,
with people.
yeah, that's exactly it. Content that will connect with people.
Goes back to that whole thing we were talking about a minute ago about like fake hype versus
Yeah,
authenticity.
yeah, man. Yeah. So,
Um, yeah, and back to the whole influencer thing. I think we both read that article about how like the age of influencers might be over or something,
hmm,
and I think that's because like as when you're an influencer, your everything is based around like showing off your privilege, kind of
yeah,
like, oh, look at me, I get like free hotels, travel, like beautiful views,
yeah,
beautiful life. But right
yeah,
now, people like seeing that is kind of like sensitive to people because everyone's going through such a hard time. So like people don't want to see other people just like thriving and doing well. They want to see the more real
yeah.
realness.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. And in the DJ scene, yes, in the DJ scene, along with what you just said, I think that we're gonna have a lot of DJs who unfortunately have to stop DJing because of what's going on, and then you're gonna see a lot of influencer DJs stop DJing, because all of a sudden nobody's going to want to pay this influencer DJ, you know what I'm saying, to come out, because A, they're not gonna have the money, and B, they probably won't push tickets like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
could be wrong, and I hope the industry comes back stronger, you know. But in a realistic point of view, like, if I'm a club owner, bro, like, I've been shut down for like 2 months. Like, I've had no income for 2 months. You know, I'm not, I, me personally. I wouldn't pay for so and so influencer to come through. When I have,
and like artist fees, I think will drop over all this. Because like independent promoters are gonna have a harder time of taking a hit, not making money, and will have a harder time paying like the fees that have just continuously gone up over the past few years.
But I also think, I was thinking about this too. I really feel like now could be a time for the local promoter to kind of take back the power, like from the big machine. Well, say the big machine, but like, you know, the big industry,
Live Nation.
Yeah. Well,
I know.
but like I feel like, the small guys can now do what they need to do. But it's going to be interesting to see how the music industry reacts when we come out of this. But in the meantime, like, yes, we should be creating and connecting, and doing new things. Have you been listening to any new music, any new artists you're feeling?
I just oh shit. So do you know Apache?
Yeah.
He just dropped an album that's so fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, it like blends bass music and like classical music and hip hop, and it's like just like dark, epic, orchestral like bass shit. He has a track with Tech 9 that was super interesting. Like I didn't even know if I would like it because I'm not huge into hip hop.
Yeah.
And I'm not huge into like heavy bass music, but it's such a cool blend. It's like one of the most unique albums I've heard. You should check it
out. Okay. What's it called?
Apache. It's APASH.
No, the album.
Album's called Renaissance.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. If we could stream music, we would. I'm just kidding. No, we would get kicked off.
Sage said he's been listening to a lot of Nurko lately. Some good stuff. They're on tour with. Who were they just on tour with before all this went down, Sage? Let's see. But I think they're on. Was it Davin's tour maybe? Something like that. But yeah, like. Back to what you were saying about like. Back to what we've been talking about. Artists who are like more fake. Artists like who maybe don't produce their own music or even like play their own sets. Like, what are they gonna do on a live stream? They can't go on a live stream and like play music because they don't even do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's interesting. That to me, that has been the most interesting thing is seeing who's going live and who's not. Like which artists. No, not, like seriously, which artists, like which rappers, which singers, which producers are going live and who's not. Because I really believe that for the time, like we're gonna be doing this live stream stuff for at least the next couple of years, bro.
Yeah.
And I think whoever can survive this live stream era will be the first people getting booked when we come out of this. Even when restaurants and clubs still open up, I feel like live streaming will be a big deal.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's going away. Like even once things are back, live streams here to stay forever. Like,
exactly.
It was already growing and growing, but this was like the thing that now that this has happened, it's like gonna be a normal,
Yeah, it was the rocket ship that made it take off.
Yeah.
I think that yes, live streaming will be a big part of the future. I also think that the people who don't, once again, like I said, they're gonna fall off. It's the same thing happened when Serato rolled out. DJs were not. There are some DJs who were like, "No, I'm not about Serato." Blah blah. Exactly. You got to adapt. And if you're not going to adapt right now, I think that you're hurting yourself. So if you can't live stream or do anything, you should figure out a way to do it. Yeah. What's up, Rondo?
It's honestly, it's just like imagine things are like, we're not quarantined, things are back to normal.
Yeah.
If you're a DJ who doesn't use Instagram, you're kind of like behind everyone else. Like it's a standard, to use. SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. So now like Twitch, I think is gonna fall in that realm. Like if you're an artist, you can stream on Twitch, post on Instagram, you tweet, you do these things to stay relevant.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Just I'm trying to share my excitement with everybody else because we don't have much to be positive about right now. But we can be positive about the fact that we have each other and we do have music, which is the one thing that quote unquote bonds us. I know I sound so hipster stuff right now.
You're right, bro.
But it's just like that is the thing. And I encourage people too to like, yo, like keep your head up. Like life is gonna be sloppy for the next little bit. But
we're all in it together.
Exactly. We are all in it together. And if there's any DJs or producers going through it, there is ways. If you did, so by the way, if you did claim your taxes as a DJ and producer last year, like off money you made, you are eligible for unemployment if you didn't know that.
Right. Same with anyone who's self-employed, really, right?
Yeah.
Like anyone who's like a freelance marketer, freelance like venue tech production people.
Anybody.
Self-employed people can get unemployment.
Yes.
Which
self-employed.
Is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. So if you have not, but that's only if you paid your taxes the past year. So
there's a lot of them that have not done that.
I'm not. Yeah. Look, I'm not trying to call nobody out. I'm just trying to, help the people.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I think I think it's also worth mentioning too that like this is all still pretty fresh. I don't think people need to be like hustling like super hard, like it's okay to just kind of like chill and take this as it is, because this is like it's kind of a shitty thing it is a shitty thing to happen to everybody. So
yeah,
I don't think everyone just needs to like get out there and fucking grind every day. Like it's okay to chill and just like take it one day at a time and go at your own pace, kind of.
Yeah. I agree. That's been a hard thing for me. Like I've been trying to work every day.
I mean, same, bro. That's just how we are. But
yeah,
and I'll like beat myself up if I don't work like a shitload. But I've been trying to not. I'm trying to be like, hey, it's okay to just like chill and play some video games too.
Yeah.
Also, your video of that face import.
Hey, leave me alone, bro.
Had me laughing my ass off, bro.
NBA 2K destroyed me. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, y'all can find me at Bangarang the DJ. I downloaded Instagram. Excuse me. I downloaded NBA 2K because I'm so tired of Madden. I just been destroying everybody. I'm just kidding. I haven't. No, I've been getting my ass kicked. So I'm like, I'm gonna try NBA 2K, and they have this cool little feature that allows like 2K Sports, where they'll scan your face. And all my conspiracy theorists are like, you shouldn't do that, but whatever.
Oh my god.
So scans my face in, and I just look like trash. Like if there was a way to put the image up on the live stream, like yeah, it was
that face he's making though. Like I've seen you make that face before. That expression, I've seen that expression on your face. That's why I laughed so hard.
So, yeah, man.
What did you say? You're like, I've never felt so washed, disrespected in my whole life.
Yeah, because it's true, bro. I felt so dirty. I felt so disgusting, and like literally, Alyssa was just roasting me. Like, it uploaded it, and she just starts laughing.
Yeah,
and in fact, she's probably laughing in the other room right now. Like,
Megan
bro,
was laughing too.
Like,
shit, it's funny.
It was terrible, but it's cool. Like quarantine life is cool, bro. Like I don't even. That's the type of content I'm talking about. At least like when I'm posting stuff. So
yeah, so everyone go look at Bangarang's Instagram. Look at that face import on what is it? NBA 2K something. Yes,
NBA.
There's Alyssa's comment. She's laughing.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
Oh
bad.
man.
Not one of my brightest moments. So, but yeah, you want to wrap this up or?
Yeah, let's. Does anyone like have any questions for us? Like any requests? What would you like to see us talk about on here?
Yeah,
What artists
please.
would you like to see us get on here? Local
Yes,
and national.
all of the above.
Let us know.
Like this is something that we're really excited about, and now that we have this platform to build it, we want to do it.
Yeah,
And like we have the time and we have the
it's
space
dope to
and
be
the
able to do it
energy.
from home too. Like it's easy. It's almost easier than before
It
because
is
we don't have to
actually
meet up. We can just like chill at home.
exactly. I can
Maybe I'll put
like
down for you guys one time.
maybe you should write a song
A DJ's
on
Corner
IG
theme
Live.
song.
Yeah.
Hex Cougar would be dope. All right, noted, bro. We could hit him up to see if he's
Yo,
interested.
who's Hex Group?
Check him out. He makes some sick ass like trappy future based stuff. It's really like
All right.
forward thinking. I like him a lot.
I got some homework I gotta do, man. All right. I like
Shit,
this.
bro.
I
That's why
like
this is good.
this.
If to remind you all why we kind of started this in the first place too was because like we're both in the nightlife and music scene, but we're both from like separate sides of it. Like
Very
Bangarangs
separate.
club DJ open format. I'm fully immersed in like EDM, you know. So it's cool to get like each of our slightly differing opinions about things, and you know,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Oh man. I'm like trying to adjust my light.
It's good,
But
man. It's hours just like flew by.
yeah.
What
Yo,
up, Tyson?
that's my guy, man.
Oh, that's
So
your homie.
funny.
Talk about what you've been doing at SLDP a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So SLDP, shout out to all my fam over there. Like I said, Skychild, I love you, bro. Mesra, Eric, Squanto, and Derek. So a couple months back, they came to me. Derek came to me. Was like, "Hey, like we kind of want to build a course, like a DJ course that kind of embodies like what it is to like actually become a DJ, you know." And we got to kind of talking about it, and the big thing that I wanted the course to be about was more than music, and more than learning how to beat match, but the actual ins and outs of the industries, the ups, the downs, you know, um, how to go out and how to talk to people and how to go about getting booked instead of, hey, you know, shooting your shot at this venue. Like, great, you should be shooting. You miss 110% of the shots that you don't take, right? And with this course that me and Derek have built, it covers all of that. You know, it covers everything from, once again, learning how to DJ to beat matching to organizing your Serato library to the different types of DJ equipment to becoming a mobile DJ to literally like how to handle depression as a DJ, how to stay
That's
mentally sharp as
the
a DJ.
full
Like
like
that's
encompassing view
exactly
and everything. That's cool.
because I've always felt like with just younger DJs in general, just people who have wanted to learn how to DJ, the biggest issue is, or the biggest miscommunication is people just don't know how to approach it. Like people just don't know how to approach, you know? Like a younger DJ might come in and undercut somebody, but not knowingly undercut anybody.
But just be
They're
like, what
just
did I do wrong?
exactly. They're just like looking for an opportunity,
Yeah.
you know? So if we can teach people when they're coming up, hey, this is how you do this, you know, we can we build a better long-term scene, you know, because now DJs are getting paid, and like the rates aren't fluctuating. The rates are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't say the same, but like DJs are making more money because DJs now know their value. Like we're creating the value. You feel me? And then you mix that with everything else that we're doing as far as like on the production side and stuff. I think like SLDP is dope. Like if you're really trying to learn how to DJ and produce, like hit me up or like hit up SLDP and
Self plug.
no, I'm serious.
Yeah, no,
No,
do
like
it.
no, I'm
It's
not trying
good.
to.
Plug that shit, bro.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like it's very, yeah.
Did you and Derek kind of build this program together? Like, was it his idea or was it your idea, or did you guys kind of come together to do that?
It was both of ours. Like he had an idea, and then he asked me what I thought about it, and then I gave him some ideas, and then we combined both of our ideas, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, and then we came up with this, yeah, and here we are, and it's been cool, bro. It's been cool, and everybody at SLDP is really dope, bro. Nice. Like it's almost like a family vibe. Like right now, I know I could hit Tyson up. He might not get back to me for a couple hours because he don't use his phone like that. But
calling me out, Tyson.
Nah, it's all good. But like, nah, he's just busy. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's that energy vibe, and everybody just wants to see everybody win.
Yeah. And how are you guys doing classes right now? Is it like Zoom calls like this kind of?
So online tutorials and stuff. Tyson has been going online and stuff, and I think a few others have been. But right now we are in the process of building like a full like online course for our students that we have now, and then preparing it for for more people.
Nice. That's good.
So
that's awesome.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited for Salt Lake City. I'm excited just for everything that, even though we're in the middle of a quarantine and nobody's really making any money right now, and everybody's kind of like everybody's at a loss. Just remember that the comeback will be greater than the letdown, and we're all in this together, and we're gonna look back on this a year from now and be like, oh man, that was tough, but we here and we made it, and we gonna party. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, I wanna take a minute to tell everybody that if they want this dope shirt, you can get it on V2's website right now.
Ooh.
It says Salt Lake City V2. Established 2005. It's nice, isn't it?
How much are those?
Like $30.
Okay.
You should probably get one, bro.
I probably will, bro. That's clean. Will you deliver it to me?
No. Social distancing.
He's like, yo, fuck you.
I'm probably gonna. So I got one other thing I want to plug. If you have anything else to plug, do it. But oh shit! I think the stream just cut out. Oh no, we're back.
Okay. No, I think we're good.
I just dipped out for a minute. Hell yeah, Tyson. There's some other shirts on there too that are sick. But I have a homie in Arizona. I'm not gonna talk about it too openly yet, but I'll talk about it on a future episode. But right now, I'm just gonna say that I'm probably gonna start doing some like mentoring sessions with like anyone who wants to. Good. Business, music, just all kind of covering like a bunch of topics on all that. So look for that.
Okay, I'm gonna sign up.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Come on.
You can just talk to me, you don't have to do that.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but I don't like special treatment, bro. You know that.
Should we drop some links in the comments while we're here?
Yeah, we should.
I'm gonna drop SLDP's link.
Yes. You should drop V2's link.
I'm gonna drop V2's merch link.
And shout out to U92, Broadway Media.
Here is SLDP.
For giving us this platform.
Yeah, for sure.
So
there's some merch for V2.
But yeah, guys, let us know what you think. You can DM us personally. We're really out here trying to just empower the community, bro, and spread positivity. So if there's anything you guys want us to talk about or think we should be talking about, DM us.
Yeah, hit us up.
So.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace.
Wrap it up. Till next time.
Yeah.